the vast expanse of space, aboard the interstellar cruiser Horizon, humanity faced its greatest challenge yet, the illusion of free will. As the ship sailed through the cosmic sea, propelled by the engines of progress, its crew found themselves adrift in a sea of uncertainty, grappling with questions that reached to the very core of their being. Among the bustling corridors and humming machinery, Lieutenant Commander Ava Reynolds stood at the heart of the engine room, her gaze fixed upon the intricate dance of gears and circuits. She pondered the age-old philosophical question that had haunted thinkers for centuries: do we truly possess the power to shape our own destinies, or are we merely puppets, dancing to the strings of fate? A heated debate erupted between Ava and Ensign Mark Thompson, their voices echoing off the metal walls as they delved into the depths of existential inquiry. Mark, brimming with youthful idealism, argued passionately for the autonomy of the human spirit, while Ava, with the seasoned wisdom of experience, countered with the cold logic of determinism. Do our choices truly matter in the grand scheme of things? Ava mused aloud, her brow furrowed in contemplation. Mark shook his head adamantly. Of course they do. Every decision we make shapes the course of our lives. But Ava remained unconvinced. But are those decisions truly ours to make, or are they merely the inevitable result of a chain of cause and effect? As the debate raged on, a shadow loomed in the periphery, unnoticed by the fervent debaters. Lieutenant Commander Jason Mercer, haunted by the specter of his past, lurked in the shadows, his thoughts consumed by memories he could not escape. What was he running from? Memories of a mission gone awry, a decision that had led to tragedy, a burden he could not bear to face. And yet, even as he sought solace in the depths of space, the ghosts of his past continued to haunt him, their whispers echoing in the recesses of his mind. Driven by a desperate desire for redemption, Jason delved deeper into the mysteries of the universe, seeking answers that eluded him at every turn. Little did he know that his quest would lead him to a revelation beyond his wildest imagination. As the Horizon hurtled through the void, it stumbled upon a rift in space-time, a gateway to a parallel universe. Here, the laws of physics bent and twisted, reality itself but a fleeting illusion. In this alternate realm, Jason discovered a truth that shook him to his core: our universe was but one of many, each governed by its own set of rules. Could it be that our destinies were not predetermined, but merely one thread in the vast tapestry of existence? As Jason grappled with this revelation, a sinister force emerged from the depths of the parallel universe, threatening to engulf everything in its path. Suddenly, the fate of not just one world, but two, hung in the balance. With the Horizon caught in the crossfire, Ava, Mark, and Jason put aside their differences and united against a common enemy. Together, they embarked on a daring mission to seal the rift and save both universes from destruction. In the end, as the dust settled and the Horizon sailed on towards new horizons, our heroes were left to ponder the true nature of free will. Perhaps it was not a question of fate versus choice, but rather the courage to forge our own path in the face of uncertainty. And as they looked to the stars, they remembered the words of wisdom spoken aboard the Horizon, that our destinies were not written in the stars, but carved by the choices we made. And though the road ahead might be fraught with peril, they marched forward undeterred, guided by the light of hope that burned within them all. In the heart of the Horizon, amidst the rhythmic thrum of machinery and the metallic clang of tools, Lieutenant Commander Ava Reynolds moved with purpose. Her steady gaze swept over the intricate network of pipes and wires, her mind calculating the intricate dance of energy that kept the ship hurtling through the cosmos. Beside her, Ensign Mark Thompson worked feverishly, his youthful enthusiasm matched only by his determination to prove himself. As sparks flew and steam hissed, the two found themselves ensnared in a debate that transcended the boundaries of mere words. Ava, with the measured confidence of experience, argued that every action, every decision, was merely a link in an unbreakable chain of cause and effect. We are but cogs in the grand machine of the universe, she asserted, her voice cutting through the din. Our choices, however significant they may seem, are predetermined by the immutable laws of nature. But Mark, fueled by the fire of idealism that burned within him, refused to concede defeat. Nonsense, he exclaimed, his voice rising above the cacophony. Their words collided like titans, each argument bolstered by conviction and certainty. But as the debate raged on, a subtle undercurrent of doubt began to surface. Could it be that the truth lay somewhere in between, hidden in the shadows of uncertainty? As Ava and Mark stood locked in their philosophical duel, the crew around them paused in their work, drawn by the magnetic pull of the debate. For in that moment, in the pulsating heart of the Horizon, the very fabric of reality seemed to tremble, poised on the edge of revelation. And so they grappled with the question that had haunted minds since the dawn of time: are we truly masters of our own destinies, or merely actors on a stage, reciting lines written long before we were born? As the echoes of their debate faded into the ether, a single truth remained: that the illusion of free will was a mystery as vast and unfathomable as the cosmos itself, a puzzle whose final piece eluded even the keenest of minds. And yet, in the face of uncertainty, there remained one undeniable certainty: that the journey to uncover the truth was a voyage worth embarking upon, no matter the destination. In the shadows of the horizon, Lieutenant Commander Jason Mercer moved with a weight upon his shoulders that even the vastness of space could not alleviate. His footsteps were silent, his gaze haunted by memories that clung to him, like the tendrils of a relentless phantom. As Jason traversed the labyrinthine corridors of the horizon, his mind churned with thoughts of regret and remorse. What if he had acted differently? What if he had chosen another path? But the past, like the stars that adorned the heavens, remained immutable, its secrets locked away in the depths of time. Driven by a desperate desire for redemption, Jason delved deeper into the mysteries of the universe, his quest for answers consuming him with a fervor bordering on obsession. With each passing moment, he felt himself drawn closer to the truth, even as it slipped through his fingers like grains of sand. Little did he know that his journey would lead him to a revelation beyond his wildest imagination, a truth so profound it would shake the very foundations of his understanding. As he stood upon the precipice of discovery, Jason's heart pounded in his chest, his breath caught in his throat. For in that moment he realized that the answers he sought were not to be found in the depths of space, but within the recesses of his own soul. And so he embraced the truth, not as a burden to be borne, but as a beacon of hope in the darkness. For in the revelation of his own humanity, Jason found the redemption he had so desperately sought, a path forward illuminated by the light of understanding. As he stepped out of the shadows and into the light, Jason knew that his journey was far from over. But with each step he took, he carried with him the knowledge that no matter how dark the night may seem, the dawn of a new day was always on the horizon. As the horizon hurtled through the vast expanse of space, its journey took an unexpected turn as it stumbled upon a rift in the fabric of reality. The crew watched in awe as the ship passed through the shimmering veil, emerging into a parallel universe, unlike anything they had ever encountered. In this alternate realm, the laws of physics bent and twisted, defying all logic and reason. Colors danced in hues unseen, and shapes shifted and morphed with every passing moment. Reality itself seemed to be but a fleeting illusion, a mirage in the endless desert of existence. It was here, amidst the swirling chaos of the parallel universe, that Jason Mercer made a discovery that would shake him to his very core. For in the infinite expanse of this alternate reality, he glimpsed a truth that transcended the bounds of his understanding. "Our universe is but one of many," he whispered, his voice barely audible above the cacophony of the cosmos, each governed by its own set of rules, its own laws of nature. The implications of his revelation were staggering. Could it be that our destinies were not predetermined, but merely one thread in the vast tapestry of existence? Was free will not an illusion, but a fundamental aspect of the multiverse itself? As Jason grappled with these questions, the crew of the Horizon stood on the precipice of a new frontier, their minds buzzing with possibilities. For in the boundless expanse of the parallel universe, they glimpsed a glimpse of the infinite possibilities that lay beyond the confines of their own reality. As Jason grappled with the mind-bending implications of the parallel universe, a sinister force began to stir in the depths of the cosmic void. From the shadows emerged an entity of unimaginable power, its presence sending ripples of fear through the very fabric of space-time. The crew of the Horizon watched in horror as the malevolent force surged forth, its tendrils reaching out to ensnare everything in its path. Realizing the gravity of the situation, Ava, Mark, and Jason knew that they could no longer afford to remain divided. With the Horizon caught in the crossfire, they put aside their differences and united against a common enemy, their hearts filled with a steely resolve born of necessity. Together, they embarked on a daring mission to seal the rift between the two universes, knowing that failure would mean the destruction of everything they held dear. With each step they took, they faced unimaginable dangers and impossible odds, but their determination never wavered. As they navigated the treacherous depths of the parallel universe, their bond grew stronger, forged in the crucible of adversity. They fought side by side, their skills complementing each other in a dance of survival, their minds sharpened by the urgency of their mission. And then, in a moment of truth, they reached the heart of the rift, the epicenter of the cosmic storm that threatened to tear their worlds asunder. With a final, desperate act of bravery, they unleashed the full force of their collective will, sealing the breach and restoring balance to the universe. As the dust settled and the echoes of their victory faded into the void, Ava, Mark, and Jason stood united, their faces illuminated by the light of hope that burned within them. For in that moment, they knew that they had not only saved their own worlds but had proven that even in the face of insurmountable odds, the power of unity and courage could conquer all. And so they sailed on, their hearts filled with a renewed sense of purpose, their eyes fixed upon the horizon of possibility. For in the end, they were not just survivors, they were pioneers, boldly venturing into the unknown, ready to face whatever challenges the universe had in store. As the dust settled and the horizon sailed on towards new horizons, the crew found themselves in a moment of quiet reflection. The trials they had faced, the battles they had fought, all seemed to fade into the backdrop of the vast cosmos that stretched out before them. In the silence that followed, they pondered the true nature of free will, a concept that had eluded them amidst the chaos of their journey. Was it merely a figment of their imagination, a comforting illusion to shield them from the harsh realities of existence? Or was it something more, something ineffable and profound, waiting to be discovered in the depths of their own souls? Ava, Mark, and Jason exchanged glances, their eyes speaking volumes where words failed. For in that moment they knew that the answer lay not in the stars, but within themselves, in the choices they made, the paths they forged, and the bonds they shared. And so they looked to the stars, their hearts filled with a sense of wonder and awe, their spirits buoyed by the knowledge that they were but specks in the grand tapestry of the cosmos. For in the end, it was not the destination that mattered, but the journey itself, a journey filled with moments of triumph and moments of despair, each one shaping the course of their lives in ways they could scarcely imagine. As they sailed on towards new horizons, they carried with them the wisdom gleaned from their experiences that our destinies were not written in the stars, but carved by the choices we made. And though the road ahead may be fraught with peril, they marched forward undeterred, guided by the light of hope that burned within them all. In the end, it was not the destination that defined them, but the journey, a journey filled with infinite possibilities, waiting to be explored by those with the courage to venture into the unknown. And as they sailed on, their hearts filled with hope and determination, they knew that no matter what trials lay ahead, they would face them together, united in purpose and bound by the unbreakable bonds of friendship and camaraderie.